Hello friends! Hello everybody! So the video this week is not at all like my other videos. It's not a cinematic vlog. It was a bit of a experiment and a bit of a challenge that I set for myself. The original idea is that I would film throughout the day and then try to edit it in 6 hours. That didn't happen because of all the work that I've been doing. So yeah, it didn't work out how I planned, but you know, I still had all of this footage, and behind the scenes it actually ended up leading me down this whole identity crisis of a road in a really good way, in the way that every artist should be constantly having an identity crisis. And I decided to still put it out on this channel, even though I'm not entirely sure if this channel is the right place for it, just because it felt really right and true for me to do it. So if you like my kind of normal cinematic vlogs, this is not quite that, but I don't know, maybe you'll also enjoy it. And if it's not your thing, that's totally fine. I'll have another video for you soon. So yeah, I'll explain more in the video, but I hope you enjoy. Hey everybody! Okay, this is kind of a wild idea. I might just do a really raw, minimally edited vlog of my day, just because this is what life has been like recently, and this is what I can manage. And also I don't know, I love making the normal kind of videos that I make, but I also really love stuff that is very real. And I mean, not that what I make my other videos aren't real, but you know, and I just like a very different pace. I feel like there's an aspect of my humanity and, you know, yeah, just my humanity and my personality that can come through. Oh, there's so many blackbirds. No, those I think are European starlings. So, a little bit of backstory. Okay, wait, first of all, I have to explain what's going on here. I have a rosemary, peppermint, tea tree, lavender hair mask in. So that's what's going on here. Gosh, so much to tell you. I've been working non-stop for maybe the last week and a half or so. I work with this company, we do events, and my days have been starting at like 4:30 in the morning and often go until the evening. But today I have a little bit different of a pace because I'm transitioning to another event that we're doing in a different location. I have the morning and the afternoon to prepare for this next event. So I have to pack up my car. I still have like another week of work where it's just gonna be absolutely nonstop. And that's actually, okay, so that leads into why I'm doing this. I just haven't had time to edit. But then I had this kind of crazy idea. I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to do this, to film this as I go, edit it as I go, and then upload it probably tomorrow. So this is gonna be a huge challenge for me, but I kind of love it. So I have a full day of things that I have to do in order to get ready. And I just figured, you know, do like a day in the life of, you know, what it's really like. I have been trying to do YouTube full time. And the truth of the matter is that even though I am monetized, you know, my last video only made $4. I have to supplement my income, obviously. You know, for the most part, Noel has been, oh, it's gonna make me cry, is so supportive of what I'm doing. And so he's been the primary person working. Well, I've been trying to pick up what I can when I can that still enables me to edit. And I have been working on and off all summer. Making videos is kind of a full-time job. It can take me anywhere from 20 to 40 plus hours to edit a video. But this is a bunch of events back to back to back to back. And the money, we need the money, and so I couldn't say no to it. And that's another reason why I kind of wanted to do this is just feels like sharing this side of my life also fills in some of the gaps, because you know, you see one aspect of the life. Like, I don't make vlogs, you know, it's so rare that I make vlogs, you know what I mean? yeah, so does that make sense? Anyway, oh my God, okay, so so it's been a crazy busy morning so far. I have so much to do. So today is just gonna be about getting ready for this event and catching up, and yeah, just like a fun kind of day in the life, which includes why I am where I am. One thing that has happened this warm season is we're dealing with so many mice. When you live really close to more wild nature, you're living with nature. All of Earth's creatures live beside us. We live beside them. Of course, we got live traps. Oh, he's so tiny. You're so cute. Oh, this one is so precious. Look at him. Hi. Oh, yeah. I bring them down to the little stream and river because I think that's probably where they will be happiest. Just realizing I'm doing this vlog looking like a mushroom. Well, you know, want to keep it real, this is what I look like sometimes. So yeah, this is where Hannah, me, and Noel will take dips on really hot days. Okay, little buddy. Here you go, little buddy. Oh, bye. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, on to the next thing. I cannot believe it's September already. But I have to say, I have been loving being in the energy of late summer. Boy, I know it's impossible to have a favorite season because, you know, depending on where you are in your life and what you're going through and what you're processing, like different seasons will resonate with you depending on, you know, what you're doing. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Okay, it's just so pretty here. I had to do that. It just felt like, you know, spring and early summer was like this constant buildup and everything was so crazy and so busy just in, you know, the energy of the earth. And now there's just this plateau that is so delicious and so healing and just very, very relaxing. Although, you know, I mean, we are definitely already in the simultaneous decline of this solar cycle. I can feel things starting to contract and pull inward, and, you know, just looking at the colors of the landscape, like a darker richness that comes into the landscape. I don't know, it's just stunning. It's just absolutely stunning. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get home and figure out the next thing. Ah, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, just like these more subtle colors. Oh my gosh, I have to show you what I got. I normally would not buy stuff like this, but look at them. I got two. These little mushrooms, and they light up. They are, oh my God, I'm absolutely obsessed. Oh, and these guys are doing really well. And then I didn't end up doing the big flower garden that I was kind of thinking I was gonna do this summer, but I did do little planters. The marigolds are doing so well, and actually I got really inspired. I made marigold garland. What's next? I can't get over the fact that I just look like a mushroom. I'm gonna watch this and be like, are you okay? That's okay. That's why I do this, because it's uncomfortable. Okay. Hi, babies. Lil and Bubba are doing really good. Okay, I'm having one of those moments. If you haven't watched Elise Myers' YouTube channel, you need to, because she just did, I think she just turned 31 or 32, and she did this brilliant video where it's like 31 or 32 things that I've learned, you know, in my years, and kind of towards the end, she just stops and then she cuts to like more present time self, and she's like, yeah, like right in the middle of this vlog, I just started having so much self-doubt and, you know, feeling like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, like what the heck do I know, this is stupid. And I just had that moment while I'm filming this, because you know, this isn't what you normally do, people aren't gonna like this, or just feeling very vulnerable. Oh God. in her video, Elise is like, yeah, so I was feeling self-doubt, and now that I'm editing this, I want to finish this. And she finishes the video, and it's just brilliant. And it's such a accurate representation of the creative process of how much self-doubt will come up and how we'll get so in our head about how we think we should do things. And I can't tell you how often it comes up for me that, you know, I feel just like, who am I, like, why, you know, who the heck would want to watch me? Feeling like I have nothing to offer, feeling like who would want to waste their time watching this? This is dumb, this is stupid, I'm done, I'm stupid. Or feeling really overwhelmed at how vulnerable it feels to show up this way, and all kinds of things. So yeah, I'm having a moment like that, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. Later, Gabrielle can decide when she's editing this. I'll decide then. I will decide then. Okay, what do I need to do now? Probably go do my laundry, which is actually kind of cool because I can finally show you guys like our bathroom situation. It's probably the number one question I get asked about where we live is like, where are you getting water? Do you have a bathroom? Do you guys have a shower? How do you shower? So I'll get to show you that. So this is where we are. And then just right over here is this house. This is one of our neighbors. And this spot right here is the bathroom and laundry room that we use. This is the little tap where we fill up our water. And yeah, this is our bathroom / laundry room. And then through here is where there's a toilet. My bathroom stuff, Noel's stuff, and then shower. So yeah, we can use it whenever we do our laundry, showers, bathroom. It's really, really nice. Okay, I need to fold laundry. Just realizing how much time just vlogging is gonna take. So yeah, okay. I know I need to eat, and I think the next best thing to do would actually be to make a list. But I also am so ready to shower and get this out of my hair. I guess I shall continue to look like a mushroom for a little bit longer. Okay, we're gonna make breakfast. And what am I going to make? I'm going to make banana pancakes because this banana is ready for banana bread, but it's also really good with pancakes. Also, I need to explain this. Okay, oh my God. So we had a leak. We had a really bad leak. No, I have to get into all this. Yeah, so we had a really, really bad leak. So we tore out the ceiling. In the process of just looking at all of this, we realized so many different things. The leak, I don't know if you can see, was right here. This wood is just completely falling apart. It made us realize that there are some key structural issues that compromises the integrity of the whole structure that we were not aware of. Again and again, we're just finding more and more things where, you know, the guy that sold it to us, it's just what he said he did versus what we're discovering is just not lining up. And I'm not gonna get into that. You know, originally we were always planning on renovating her to a greater extent than what we did when we moved in. But my eggs are stuck to the freezer. But when we realized that the structure definitely still needs more work, we were like, okay, then it means like a full rebuild. So that is coming. We were originally going to do it, like start it this summer, and we were planning, okay, this is pure chaos, but we're just gonna roll with it. We were originally planning on doing it this summer, starting a month ago. And then we realized that's insane. Yeah, that's actually kind of an insane idea. If we're gonna do this, we need to do this right. And we wanna plan everything out. We wanna budget everything. We wanna go in with a plan, which was the opposite of what we were able to do when we first bought her and she fell apart because we just ran out of time and winter was coming. So we wanna do this completely different. And the idea of being able to really, really take our time and meticulously plan everything out and research everything was just kind of a no-brainer. Okay, so banana, I'm completely out of bowls, so I'm doing it in a Tupperware. banana, 2 eggs, and then I'm gonna add vanilla, salt, some flour, and if I make it too thick, then some milk. Okay, so while my pancake is pancaking, the other thing I have to show you is we tore out all of the cabinets because I couldn't stand, we could not stand how the guy that built them constructed them. That cabinet alone probably weighed around 70 pounds. Not even kidding. He used the thickest wood to construct that. And actually, this is something to look forward to in future episodes. We are going to do the big renovation next spring and summer, we're thinking. But we are still going to, because I mean, since that's like 7 or 8 months away, do a bunch of renovations in here to make this like super cozy and livable for the next 7 to 8 months. So we'll see when I have time. I'm going to repaint this, install a shelf. One of the cool things that we realized is like it will be helpful to start playing around with different design ideas that we can do now. You know, not do like a full finished product, but just kind of like get ideas. Like, do we want a shelf or do we want to build cabinets again? And play with it now so that when we do the build, we'll know. I am very aware of just like how ridiculous and kind of ghetto this looks. We're under construction, okay? This is so good. Normally I like to have a ton of protein first thing in the morning for a bunch of different reasons. But the nice thing about these pancakes is it's literally banana, flour, and eggs. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do first is make a list. Okay, so we've got a bit of a plan. We've got my list, but the first thing, absolute first thing is I am so ready. I mean, I don't mind looking like a mushroom, but I am so ready to take a shower, get this out of my hair, and then continue on with the day. So let's do that first. I feel like a new person. And it was interesting because when I was in the shower, it was just like really interesting to see the feelings that were coming up for me. And it opened up this whole Pandora's box about this, but just how much women, how do I say this? Oh my God. As soon as I go to say it, my words jumble and I can feel my throat tighten. That's when you know there's some good stuff. But basically just how women are conditioned to feel like that they have to check all of these boxes and be worthy, you know, be worthy according to a very specific set of totally messed up, totally effed up, you know, set of standards and structures in order to be valid or in order to be worthy of creating. Censor themselves and or don't create because they're like posturing and positioning ourselves and curating ourselves before we feel valid enough to create. It's something that I've been programmed to hold and I'm ready to give it back. Don't wait till you are fill in the blank enough, some sort of standard set by society enough before you start creating, before you show up, before you start. It's a lie and it's bullshit. And also don't spend all of your time curating who you are. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy curating your life before you feel ready enough, worthy enough, whatever enough to show up and create. Use that energy to create. Yeah, oh my God, there's so much that I could say. So many birds. Okay, I don't know where to start. There's so much to do. Okay, you know what? I've had an idea. I can tell that I've jumped in my head and I'm creating all this mental complexity. And it's because I'm not really tapped into myself. I'm not really grounded. Normally, I just kind of follow my intuition and I feel really clear. And when I'm in states like this of like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It means that I'm not like really connected to myself. So even though I know I need to jump in and like get moving, I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna collect myself, reconnect, meet those parts of myself that are feeling really anxious, because what I know, and I don't know much, but what I do know is that when I'm connected with myself, all of these things of like, I don't know what to do and I don't know, like that just doesn't exist. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna do some practices that I've learned from some of my teachers and also just things I've discovered work for me about gathering myself, reconnecting, and meeting the things that need to be met. And we'll come back. She's all snuggly in her basket. You cozy. Wow. That was very powerful and very, very insightful. We are so trained in this culture that when we're feeling something that we need to figure it out rather than just meet what we're feeling. And it's also really interesting that when we have a lot to do, we often feel like that to get more done, it means to move faster rather than slowing down. I feel so clear now, and I had all of this beautiful insight that helps me meet myself and what's been going on. So I'll just share a little bit real quick. What was coming up for me and what the resistance was of knowing how to move forward was this fear around not doing the right thing first, or that this energy and this idea of like there's a right way to do this and you have to figure that out. And that dynamic goes pretty deep for me. It goes back to childhood and a dynamic that I grew up with. Like what I knew to be right and true wasn't good enough. So I was always stuck in this pattern of invalidating myself and trying to figure out what that external thing wanted or needed or thought was best. And I was constantly compromising myself. Anyway. But yeah, like there was a right way to do it. And I think also what's so interesting is I think vlogging was bringing that up even more, was emphasizing it, because there is a part of me that's like, there is a best way to do this. There's a more interesting way to shoot this. Like there's a right way to film all of this and share all of this and do all of this that is best and better, and that what I'm sharing here has to be poignant and it has to be interesting and it has to be visually this or that or all these things. And so it was creating all of this pressure. And now I just feel so much space and permission to let it be what it's gonna be. And I also know that there is no right way to do any of this other than what I now know intuitively is the right thing for me. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get everything that I need to get Luna, our Volvo station wagon, all set up, get the bed set up in the back, and then I'll probably come back inside, get packed up, pack up all of my stuff, and go from there. Cool. Who would have thought? I'll be sleeping in the car for 3 nights total. So gotta get it really cozy and ready. Okay. Isn't it crazy to think that Noel and I lived in here for over a year with 2 cats? Like, that's insane. It is so hot now. Oh my god, that looks all so bad. Okay, we're fixing that. Clearly, I'm feeling a little insecure about how that reads. Okay, let's pack. got in the basket? Are you cozy? Yeah. Oh my god, how is she so precious? But she also happens to be on top of the laundry I need to get to. She always does this. Whenever I need something, Lil, without fail, will lay on it, sit on it, something. Okay, my phone died, so it's been charging. But the good news is, since then, not only have I gone on some very relevant and essential side quests, okay, yeah, I just checked the time. It's past 4 p.m. and this is the time that I wanted to leave. And I'm also having a major bout of vulnerability hangover. I really do love this challenge. I think it's creatively, artistically very liberating. It'll be interesting to see when I'm actually editing it if it feels liberating, but right now it feels very liberating to do something like this, so we'll see. Anybody else feel like even if it's a really short trip, it takes so much time and energy to pack and get out the door? I don't know what that is. Just keep swimming, swimming. And I don't just mean with like packing and getting ready, but also with this vlog. I don't know when it happened, but I suddenly have become somebody that needs floss all of the time. I must carry floss, otherwise it's not gonna be okay. Oh. Hair oil? Maybe I'm overdoing it. No, I'm actually being silly by thinking I'm being silly by bringing all of the things that bring me comfort, so. More face cream, just because. Did I bring our tripod? No. Am I losing steam and feeling even more self-conscious than I was before about this vlog? Absolutely. Does that mean that the quality of the vlog is going down? You be the judge. Or actually, I will be judging myself when I'm editing this in a few hours. This whole experience is either gonna make me feel really good about myself or really bad about myself. You know, it's like either it's like I'll get it done and it'll feel great and it'll feel vulnerable and weird. Or it's like I won't get it done and I'll still feel vulnerable and weird because I've been doing it all day, but I'll also kind of feel like I failed. That's great. Other things to definitely bring that I cannot forget, my energy clearing spray and my flower essence that helps me ground. Ooh, maybe I can get sushi. I'm gonna bring this just because, don't know why. This shot is so bad. Anyway, get over it. It's happening. I get headaches from sunglasses, and when these broke, they still work for me because they don't squeeze my head. So I've got sunglasses. This is manic, this is bad, this is all the things, but it is what it is. Okay, I literally have all the things. You have all of the things, Gabrielle. Maybe a carrot? It is. I guess I can bring this. Oh, my shoes, my black shoes. And then when you do realize you've forgotten something, you're like, what else have I forgotten? So it's somehow almost 5. So I actually really do need to go. I have to say goodbye to the cats and look at Lil. Look at her. How do I say goodbye to that? Bunny! I miss you already. Look at my love bug. He is pure love. Pure love. Pure love. Forget this. Hey, bunny. Love you. Love you, Baba. Okay. I grabbed more bananas. This banana is just in the shot. It's just what's happening. Of course. you so much for watching, if you made it all the way to the end of this vlog, and for making space for me to experiment with different ways of telling my story, of telling stories, of showing up, of challenging myself, of experimenting. Really curious what you guys think. I'll insert a clip now that kind of illustrates this challenge that I'm having. And oh god, I can hear editing Gabrielle being like, Gabrielle, don't go on another Rhapsody that I'm gonna have to edit. Okay, how can I say this most succinctly? As a creator, one of the hardest things is feeling like you have to fit into a niche, right? Part of the reason that I always feel so overwhelmed when I create this way, or just like kind of the more casual vlogs that I do, is because we're told again and again and again, you know, your audience is coming to you for two different things. Sometimes it's personality based, and sometimes it's atmosphere and feeling based. That people return to creators that they either really identify with, you know, who they are as people and their journey and their message and their personality and their goofiness, and, you know, like the Emma Chamberlains. Or, you know, people are turning to a channel because it evokes a particular feeling, and it's kind of like overall ambiance and vibe, right? If I fluctuate, I alienate either audience. That if I show up like this, the people that like the cinematic vlogs are gonna say like, oh, this isn't what I want. And then, you know, if I do cinematic vlogs and people like more of the personality-based stuff, like, okay, this is boring. And it is true that when I fluctuate, I lose subscribers all of the time. I don't know what to do. I believe in infinite fluidity, right? I believe in that I want to attract an audience that can embrace both. And I don't know how to reconcile these seemingly irreconcilable realities. I don't know what to do about that. But what I do know is that I have to stay true to myself. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out where this fits, because this part of me does feel like an important part of me that I want to express and that I want to share. But it does also feel kind of that it doesn't feel like it fits on this channel. And I'm curious. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching again, and wherever you are in the world, may you just feel just like space and freedom to express whatever it is that you feel like you want to express, and face the fear of what it's like to be vulnerable when you're doing something new or you're doing something that you're uncertain of. It's definitely worth it just to do it, even if it falls flat on its face. It's not the point. The point is to go in and through it, and all of the lessons along the way. It's chef's kiss. All right, I'll see you next week. Ciao. Ugh.